Okay, welcome to another episode of Black Atlas Goings On. My name is Kenny, aka Black Atlas, and we are starting a new series. We're just going to mix some series together. We're going to do some of my own recipes that'll be in one series. We're going to do some from the Ninja Foodi. That is going to be in another series, and then all of the other different cookbooks that I have, we're going to go ahead and put them in their own series. So today we are going to be doing one from the Ninja Foodi, and it is going to be herb roasted chicken. So just like before, we're going to go ahead and start with the ingredients, and then we're going to go through the directions step by step. So right now we got one whole chicken between 4.5 to 5 pounds. This is right around 5 pounds. Then we got quarter cup of lemon juice, quarter cup of hot water, quarter cup of honey, 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, separated. Obviously, that's why they're in 2 separate containers. Then we have 1 tablespoon of peppercorns, 5 sprigs of fresh thyme, 5 cloves of garlic smashed and cut, 1 tablespoon of oil, and then 2 teaspoons of ground black pepper. So we got ground black pepper and also whole peppercorns. So we're going to go ahead and get into the directions. First step says to remove the packet of giblets if included in the cavity of the chicken. Then rinse the chicken and tie the legs together with cooking twine. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back for the next step after that. Okay, we got the chicken taken out of the bag and all tied up by the legs with butcher's twine. Next step says, in a small bowl, mix together the lemon juice, hot water, honey, and 2 tablespoons of salt. So the lemon juice, hot water, 2 tablespoons of salt, and then the honey, and then the honey. And then it says, mix them together. In a small mixing bowl, mix together lemon juice, hot water, honey, and 2 tablespoons of salt. Pour mixture into the pot and then place the peppercorns, thyme, and garlic also in the pot. So let's go ahead and get the pot down and get that done. Okay, we got the pot down and plugged in, or the Ninja Foodi. So we did go ahead and mix in a small bowl the lemon juice, the hot water, the honey, and the 2 tablespoons of salt. And then it says pour that mixture into the pot. So let's go ahead and do that. Mix it up a little bit more. And then pour that mixture into the pot. And then also into the pot, it says place the whole peppercorns, the thyme, and the garlic. Whole peppercorns, the thyme, and then the garlic. And then I'm just going to mix this around a little bit in here. And then after that, it says place the chicken into the cooking crisp basket and then place the basket in the pot. So I'll go ahead and get it in the basket, and then I'll show it to you how it's in there before I put it in the pot. Okay, we got it in the crisper basket. That is it right there. Oh, legs that way. There you go. Then it says, let's go ahead and get it put in here. Make sure that it's sitting flat and there's no peppercorns under it. Then the next step is going to be assemble the pressure lid and making sure the pressure release valve is in the seal position, and then select pressure and set it to high. Set time to 22 minutes and select start, stop to begin. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, here is the pressure lid. All right, the pressure lid is assembled. And then we are going to power it on. And then we are going to select pressure and put it on high. And then we are going to go to 22 minutes. And we are going to make sure the pressure valve is on seal. It is on seal. And then we are going to hit start. And then that is going to need to preheat. So we are going to go ahead and let that preheat and get started. And then once that's done, the next step is going to be when the pressure cooking is complete, we're going to allow it to naturally release 5 minutes, and then we're going to quick release the rest of the way. So I'll see y'all when this is done. Okay, so the timer just went off about 1.5 minutes ago. So we are going to let it naturally release for about 5 minutes, like the book said. And then we are going to quick release the rest of it. So once it's time to quick release, I will come back to you. Okay, there is about 15 seconds left before we start the quick release. Some people use a spoon. Some people use something long so they don't burn themselves. Me, I just go ahead and flick it because that's all you have to do. Here it is. 5 minutes. All right, we're going to go ahead and let that do its quick release, and then we'll be back when it's time for the next step to take it out and brush it with the oil and put the salt and pepper on there before we put it in the air fry. Okay, it is just gone off and the quick release is done. Oh, juicy. So I'm going to go ahead and get this taken out and put on this rack right here, and then I'll bring it in so you can see what it looks like. Then we'll go ahead and brush the oil on there and then put the salt and pepper on there and then get it back in the basket. Okay, we got it out. Here is what it looks like. Not really too appetizing right now, but it is really tender. Both wings pretty much fell off. So I am going to go ahead and brush it with the oil and then get the salt and pepper on there. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I put it back in the basket. Okay, so here is what it looks like with the salt and pepper on it. It is obviously still steaming. So we are going to go ahead and get it put back in the basket and then get it put back in the, put in this time the air fryer instead of a pressure cooker. So we're going to go ahead and get it in the basket and get it air fried. And then I will show y'all what it looks like when it is finally done. Okay, so I did go ahead and get the bird seasoned. So we're going to go ahead and get that put back in there. This is what it looks like. Now, I am going to actually do it half on the front and half on the back, so that way both sides get crispy. So, the next step is to close the crisper lid and then select air crisp, and then the temperature to 400, and then set the time to 8 minutes, and then you can cook until desired level of crispness is reached, adding up to an additional 10 minutes. So I'll do about 8 minutes on one side, 8 minutes on the other side, and then we gotta let it rest for 10 minutes. So I'll see y'all once it comes out of the air fryer. And there we go. All right, so it got me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the chicken taken out and put on the cutting board, and then it says to let it rest for 10 minutes. So it says, let the chicken rest for 5 to 10 minutes. Cooking is complete when the internal temperature reaches 165. Remove the chicken from the basket using the Ninja Roast lifters. Those did not come with my Ninja Foodi, so I have gloves. Remove the chicken from the basket and let rest for 5 to 10 minutes. So I'll remove it from the basket and then get it on the cutting board. I'll bring it in so you can see what it looks like, and then we will go ahead and let it rest and then go in for the taste. I will tell you what, without even opening it yet, it smells amazing. It absolutely smells amazing. And looks delicious. All right. Here is what it looks like right when it has just come out. I got to cover it and let it rest, but I want to try something here. I see people do this all the time in videos when things are supposed to be crispy. So let's see if you can hear it. I hope y'all can hear that. So I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil, let it tent, and then I am going to let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll go in for the taste. Okay, so we have waited, and we are going to go ahead and get that taste in. Now, I am just going to cut off a little piece because my family is hungry, so I need to feed them. So let's go ahead and get a piece. I like the thigh, and it is definitely, actually, I don't need to cut anything because it's so tender, it comes right off. And it is piping hot still, but the skin is crispy, so let's go ahead in for that taste. That's good. The seasoning actually does go through the skin and ends up getting to the meat. So the meat is very flavorful and very tender. The skin is definitely crispy, and I like it. I think this is a good recipe for the Ninja Foodi. So, okay. So my camera battery died literally as I was signing off. So I had to change the battery and come back so I can make sure that I tell y'all to like, comment, share, and subscribe, especially if you know anybody that has a Ninja Foodi. They can watch my channel, and I'll be going through the recipes for them. And then they can just follow right along with me. So I have been Kenny, aka Black Atlas. This is Black Atlas Goings On. And until the next video, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.